Hello, my name is Brittany. I am a light-skinned white woman that has been a citizen of the United States since birth. Through Ancestry.com, my father's side of the family originated in Norway. On my father's side, we came from a line of Vikings. My mother's side of the family has a large amount of Cherokee Indian and German. I do not know when my mother's family came to the United States. In the winter months, I stay pale-skinned, and in the summer months, I become dark-skinned because of the Indian I have from my mother's side. My race and ethnicity do not define me as a person. Coming from two different backgrounds, where race and ethnicity has been interesting to say the least. Race is a social and cultural system by which people are categorized based on presumed biological differences. Identity that encompasses cultural aspects of an individual's life, including religion, traditional language, ancestry, nation, geography, history, beliefs, and practice. My father did not meet his dad until he was 28 years old, only knowing his mother as a child. There were a lot of Italians on my father's side of the family, starting with my grandmother, Beverly. My grandmother's father was Italian, and my grandfather on my father's side was Irish. My mother's side of the family, mostly German and Cherokee Indian. My grandmother was mainly Cherokee, and my grandfather is mainly German. My sister took more of an Irish and Norwegian in her skin. As her skin is pale, she burns very easy. As an adult, I am married now with children of my own. My husband is a mix of ethnicities, making our daughter a mixed ethnicity. My son was born out of wedlock, and his father is Mexican and Korean. So my son is a mix, adding his father's ethnicity. My son's eyes are not like mine. He carries a Korean descent. I was not raised to think about race or ethnicity. My mother always told me that people are people and we all bleed red. So I grew up not questioning race and ethnicity. I believe we did not sit around and talk about race and ethnicity because it was not something that we needed to have an opinion on. I grew up with my mother's father being racist. My best friend was black. I took my best friend to my grandparents' house as a child, not thinking of my grandfather's issues. My mom didn't even think it would be a problem, till it was. Both my best friend and I were horrified to hear the words come from my grandfather's mouth. Mom and Grandma both yelled at him as we left. This was the only time in my childhood race was a factor, and my grandfather was the only one to have an issue. I have become more aware of race and ethnicity as I have gotten older. There was a weekend over the summer. We were all at the beach partying with a large group of people. As the police walked around upholding the rules, he approached our group. As the police officer approached our group, the officer stopped the only black man in the group, making sure he was following the rules of the beach. The officer seen two white men drinking out of glass bottles, which is against the rules, and did not say anything to them, but continued to question the black man in the group about his plastic bottle, asking him if he could smell the contents in the bottle. All of us white people told the officer that he was not drinking. We asked the officer if he was hungry and gave him a bottle of water as the officer left. The black man said that this was the first time he had white privilege and was not fully harassed by the police. He said that if there had been more than one black man in the group, that it would have gone a different way. So, recognizing white privilege becomes more and more known as I age, yet I have not found a way to fix it when I see it. As a child, I did not recognize race or ethnicity. On occasion, I have witnessed it as an adult. I have been stereotyped. This is something I can look back on and see that it has happened. Stereotypes are assumptions or generalizations applied to an entire group. I am a 34-year-old woman who had a child out of wedlock at the age of 16. I have been stereotyped as a hoe. My race and ethnicity do not define me as a person. I have prided myself on who I am and who I have become. Being a privileged white woman has helped me understand what privilege is and why it is different for others. I truly believe that race should not define one as a person. A person's accomplishments are what define them. I came from a family that has money, but that does not mean the money is passed down to me. I have made myself I have made myself who I am through hard work and determination. Race and ethnicity is based on a biological finding, not how a person is. Knowing where someone originates from gives a past history. America is called the land of the free. I believe this saying because race and ethnicity is what makes us look the way we do. It does not enhance a person. The changes I envision for the next generation is that people make their own stories. We control our own outcomes. If you want success, then you must apply yourself to achieve success. We need to see race as the color gray to uphold the land of the free for all of the people in the country, to change the views of history for a positive change. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.